Hey guys, this is Danny from Pan American Body Shop bringing you back this 2011 Audi S4. This had some damage in the front frame rail. After we get the motor removed from the car, we have the car set up on a Celette. So you can see right here. We have all the fixtures in place that measure various locations such as the frame, upper body, going around here. We have the tower where the suspension mounts to is being measured as well. Going along the various bottom areas of the vehicle, these are anchoring points. So when we make vehicle pulls, the vehicle's anchored to the bench and it doesn't move. Let's take a close-up of what we have going on here. As you can see, we have a frame rail damage with a pretty good buckle. Measuring from the jig to the actual rail, we have a difference of about a ½ inch being pushed in. And then if you get a close-up right here, looking through the hole, as it doesn't line up, we have some height issues with the rail as it's not being leveled, as well as the upper body. Take a good look at that bolt, how it's not sitting flush with the yellow jig. That means that it's not in the right position, and we have some upper body movement. Going to the other side, we have the strut tower fixture in place. Again, none of the holes line up, so our strut tower is off, which needs to be corrected. What we're going to do is we're going to use this pulling tower right here, hook up a chain to that front rail, and get all the pulls done so that way before we replace the section of the rail, we're going to pull the damage to its correct specification. Once we get that done, we'll get the damaged rail cut off, and then we'll have a new one put on there, and that'll be in the next video. Once again, from Pan American Body Shop, signing out. Hey guys, Danny from Pan American Body Shop bringing you this 2011 Audi S4. We've got our technician who's already removed the damaged frame rail. As you can see here, we've got the new one being put in place and being held on together with the fixtures. What he's doing is getting it lined up, getting it secured. As you can see here, these fixtures, they hold the new rail in place to the factory specifications, exactly where it needs to be. Same way the car is built at the factory. You see, this is the area where the sectioning cut is done. It's going to be welded back together using a MIG welder. Let's go to the front and let's see what the inside of the rail looks like. The inside of the rail is coated with a weld-through primer, so when he welds the outer cover back onto the rail, we have corrosion protection. The next panel over here that covers that piece is down here. Get that out here. This is the outer rail cover, which is going to be put on over it. So we have an enclosed frame rail. This is very accurate work that needs to be done to make sure everything lines up and fits properly. Again, the engine, suspension, the drivetrain, all sits on this. The next step is getting it fitted up, lined up, getting it welded into place, installing the outer cover, and then doing the final welding on the outer cover, and then getting the inside painted. Once again, from Pan American Body Shop, signing out. Hey guys, Danny from Pan American Body Shop bringing you back this 2011 S4. As you can see here, we got this outer rail cover in place. Again, we got our technician who's lining everything up, making the final adjustments. He's going to get it clamped into place for temporary fastening and securing. There's no room for error in this kind of repair. You can see we have it fitted up against the existing panel on the vehicle. That's going to be a continuous weld using a MIG welder. And this outer cover is going to be spot welded using a resistance spot welder. So this is what the new rail looks like in place. The final step on this is to install the front bumper bracket, which is going to look something like this. And that's where the bumper, core support, everything mounts to. So here's our technician. There we go. Right there. We have our front bumper bracket. We have the inside of the frame rail, as well as the outer rail cover. We're going to install the final jig. Bring over here. So we're going to have a spacer tool. See all the holes line up. There we go. Once again from Pan American, signing out. Hey guys, Danny from Pan American Body Shop bringing you this 2011 S4. We got the jig set in place, we got the rail set in place. Now our technician is welding everything. At this moment he's just performing the plug weld that attaches the apron to the frame rail. Notice the protective equipment that he's wearing. Let's get a close up and see what he's doing over here. So by plug welds, these are doing individual spot welds to areas where a squeeze type welder cannot get into. Getting into here, we have the continuous seam welder. That way, once it's all ground and flush, it looks like one continuous piece of metal. Notice the use of clamps. Make sure the two metals are joined together, are held securely and tightened. And the same operation will be done on this outer panel when he puts the outer cover on. Kind of seeing what the inside of the rail looks like. It's all been welded. Since a lot of this is going to be covered up, we're going to put a lot of cavity wax on the inside to ensure that these panels don't rust from the inside. Once again from Pan American Body Shop, signing out. Hey guys, Danny from Pan American Body Shop bringing you this 2011 Audi S4. So we can see we have our technician Key here. He's the guy that masterminded all this, got it all finished up for us. Let's go and take a look and see what Key was able to perform on this job. We've got a full rail replacement on here. Full bumper bracket.
Everything is bolt on, line up.
The factory spot weld on the flanges.
Jig on it.
Got the sectioning well done back here.
Look like factory done.
A couple things that we want to point out. The new parts do not come with studs, so we have to replace studs at the factory points. These are used for various mounting parts such as shields, lines, hoses. See how everything's bolted to the bottom? Exactly at the factory location. Front bumper bracket, upper body, all lined up. Next step is getting this car off the bench. And then into the paint department so we can get the inner frame painted and start reassembling everything to go back on the car. So the framework is all complete. Hope you'd enjoy this series of videos. We'll get you back once everything's put back together.